Okay, everyone, and welcome back. I'm joined today by Zera, good friend of mine, and the developer for our castle walls.
Hey, what's happening? It's Zara.
Today, what we're doing is because because full release did not have any changes from the existing demo, we are picking the mod up from where it left off at the end of the demo. So we are starting at the beginning of day 3 and we're all set. So the R Castle Walls developer commentary, we will obviously be pausing to discuss things. I was one of the
Co-writers.
thank you, supporting writers on our castle walls, and Zara and I certainly have a few stories to tell, and we can't wait to share them with you all. So let's get started. It's wintertime in the city. There's very little traffic around, both people and automobile-wise. Snowfall is rather light today, which makes for an enjoyable atmosphere!
Yeah.
The main holidays may be a few months away from us, but that isn't stopping me and my mom from enjoying our time together while we go shopping. I'm really happy that I get to spend the day with her. There's nothing more I could ask for right now. She's someone I never want to lose. As we're making our way down the not-so-crowded streets, my mom doesn't seem to mind that I've got my arm wrapped around hers as we walk to our destination. It makes me feel more safe.
Mom, can we go to the toy store today? I haven't been there in so long.
Welcome, Serg and just Monica. Of course, I don't see why not, you know. She smiles warmly at me, which adds to my excitement for the day.
Thanks, Mom. You're the best.
My grip on her tightens a little bit. No problem, sweetheart. Has school been going okay for you?
Yeah, things are going decent. My counselor I see once a week is really nice and has helped me out with dealing with people.
Well, that's good. I'm happy to see how much you're improving, you know?
Me too. What about you and Dad? Things been going well?
We are keeping things afloat. Gotta make some time for our favorite son, you know. I can't help but smile and bury the side of my head into my mom's arm at her remarks. As I've mentioned before, the holidays haven't quite reached us yet, but seeming that I rarely get to spend time with my parents, I guess the two of us going to the toy store would be considered a special occasion. As we approach and enter the store, we notice that there are no employees at the front counter. Yeah, they're on break or something. They're around here somewhere. As I'm looking at everything the store has to offer, my mom calls out to me. Zara, remember, dear, try to keep it under $20 today.
Right.
I smile back at her and begin my journey through the store. While this place is filled with all sorts of cool things, my interests are rather limited. Usually when something captures my full interest, it becomes a majority of what I think about for months, sometimes even years. I think the word for that is hyperfixation. After looking around for a little bit, I find something that catches my eye. Walking over to the aisle it's on, eyes on the prize, I reach out and grab it. It's a Thomas the Tank Engine die-cast metal train, sealed in the portrait art style package. But it's one I've never seen before. A twin pack of Donald and Douglas? Out of all 85 released with this kind of package, I've never seen this one in my life. Must have it. Taking my treasure and keeping it stuffed between my left arm and body, my eyes land on quite a few dollar bills I see conveniently scattered across the store grounds. Oh man, I can buy more stuff and Mom will be able to as well. Finders keepers. After taking the time to stuff every single piece of money I find on the ground into my pocket, I run up to the front of the store to show my mom the good news.
I'm gonna interrupt for a little bit. This little part of the dream sequence here, like with him finding the train that's never been released and the money on the ground, that's an occurring theme that actually happens in my dreams, like ever since I was
Nice.
a little kid.
Really?
Whether it be something that something that I like that I've never seen a different variation of, or literally just money in the most randomest places ever.
How funny.
So
I need to spend some time in your subconscious.
that'd be cool. Mom, look what I found.
There's no response. Where'd she go? The workers still aren't here. Oh no, I don't like this at all. Panic instills within me as I look around the store, trying to find anyone to help me figure out what's going on. Attaboy, Bun Bun! But all I see is the same dusty, abandoned front counter.
Mom, where'd you go?
I run outside of the store, only to see that the blue sky is turned into a nerve-wracking shade of red, with absolutely no one in sight. This is too scary. I run back into the store in search of anyone, but nobody still.
Mom! Wah! And now we've hit full release content.
Cool. Since the inner monologue is basically him, you sure you didn't want to take that?
You know, I think I will take that. Only like the italicized text when he's thinking, so, you know.
Okay, so just the italicized. Okay.
I got my mod script open on my other monitor, so I can keep up with that.
Okay. Alright, cool. That works. Just, I wanted to make sure because, our voices are uniquely different. Sonic, glad you're here.
Yo, Sonic, what's going on?
But I just wanted to make sure.
Okay.
Shooting up out of panic, I take a moment to relax and think about the dream I just had.
Mom.
Can't help but feel tears invade my eyes, but I'm not to the point of crying. Those kinds of dreams really hurt, knowing how far away Mom and Dad are and not being able to do anything about it. Not only does that hurt, but my stomach grumbles and aches due to not having a proper dinner last night.
Are you freaking kidding me, dude?
You're dead. Surprise, surprise. Sonic's dead in Phasmophobia. Once my eyesight becomes less blurry, I look over to my alarm clock. 5:58 a.m. I want to go back to sleep, but I'll probably end up feeling worse knowing that my alarm would go off in 27 minutes.
Alright. Hang on. Let's think about this for a little bit. Maybe I'll take a longer shower than usual. Yeah, those always make me feel better. No, wait, a bath sounds even better. Let's do that instead.
After stretching for a bit, I get up out of bed and make my way over to my bathroom. Sorry.
We know what's coming up.
I will get through this. Grabbing a towel from underneath the sink, I turn the temperature handle on the bathtub all the way it'll go to make my bath nice and hot. After making sure the water feels just right, I carefully step in and start relaxing. I keep a rubber ducky from my childhood in the bath to keep me company, and also because it makes a funny squeaky noise. Okay, so we need to explain this to those that are not here. When I was going through the demo with Zera, we got to this scene, and right at the line where he's like, it makes a fun squeaky noise, I was like, squeak, squeak. And then the rubber ducky squeaks, and it completely broke me. It derailed the entire stream for like 2 full minutes.
It was so good.
Like, oh god, it brought me to a screeching halt, because far too often when I'm playing mods or when I'm playing other VNs, far too often I will almost predict things that happen, lines of dialogue. This happened to me a lot during the EMR stream, where I would just predict what MC was about to say. But here, I predicted that squeak, and I didn't know it was there. So when it actually happened, it caught me so profoundly off guard that
I wish I still had the clip in my Discord. It's so good.
I still have it. I still have it saved somewhere. I'm gonna have to find it. I think it's on one of my USB drives that's plugged into the other computer right now. But I will definitely find that and share that with everybody, because good God, it just destroyed me.
Yep. Like I said, I'll spoil it. That's not the only time that sound effect shows up in my mod.
I can't wait to see it again. It never fails to amuse me. I know! Which is what I said last time. I try not to take too long in the bath, so I quickly dunk my head under and apply shampoo. My hair is surprisingly easy to manage, considering its length and all that, just down to the bottom of my chest. It's a miracle that the school's dress code allows me to keep my hair at such length, as long as I keep it in a ponytail. Once I'm done cleaning up and the bathtub drained, I step out, start towel drying, and combing my hair the way I always keep it.
How come I never thought of that?
Oh, Jesus. Back in my bedroom, once I'm all dried off, I don't even bother making my bed. Never really got into the habit of doing that. Me neither. I place the towel in a basket I leave hanging around my room, put my school uniform and jacket on, and make my way downstairs to get breakfast. My stomach hurts a bit once I get downstairs, thanks to last night. I think it's going to be a 2 bowls of cereal kind of day, no matter what I'm going to be feeling later on. I'll just have to power through today, I guess. Placing my bowl and spoon in the dishwasher, I walk over to the couch, grab my backpack, and realize I left my keys inside the lock of my door again.
Frickin' again, dude. What is wrong with me? Oh well.
Grabbing my keys, I leave the house, lock my door, and start my walk to school. 5 minutes pass, and I'm about halfway to school. Most of the walk here, I couldn't help but think about last night with Yuri. The initial sight of her all by herself, peacefully, something I'll probably never be able to forget. Hi, feliz cumpleaños! Happy birthday! Very cool. Glad you could be here. For reals, though, I'm glad that me and her are friends now. Maybe I overdid it a bit, but I can't help but smile at the thought of everything that happened. I wonder what she meant by something about returning the favor? Yeah, only time will tell.
Or maybe Yuri will. Or maybe Yuri will. We'll see.
Another moment passes as I continue my walk to school.
Huh. Now that I think about it, she's really the only person I've opened up to about my disability. Or a different ability, as I've heard some people say. Real talk,
like
that's
that.
what my little brother says.
I like that.
The only other people I know about that are my close family and the school counselor. And some of the teachers, I think.
Sweet. See you then, Sonic.
Hey, at least she knows now, and she has an idea of what she's getting herself into. I just hope I don't scare her away or anything.
Once I arrive at the courtyard, I continue my way into the school, trying my best not to attract any unwanted attention. Attaboy, Bud. Yeah, Zera, I don't know if you know, but Bun Bun's efforts for the channel have actually recently earned him a free piece of merch.
Oh, very nice.
He's got his
That's
own,
what I like to hear.
Got his own t-shirt now.
Excellent.
Stepping inside the school, first sight I see isn't Wallace, thank God. It's Natsuki and Sayori, facing away from me talking about stuff.
I'm really curious about what they're talking about. What if... You know what? Let's follow them for a bit.
He's so creepy. That's when I start walking towards my locker, still being cautious of my surroundings. So, Sayori, my dad brought home bagels for the first time in forever. Oh, well, I love bagels, especially the sun-rising ones. Yeah, well, my dad bought the plain ones. Better than nothing, if you ask me. Those are good with cheese and blueberries. Give it a try sometime. Sure, if I have enough money to go shopping. My locker isn't too far of a walk from the school entrance, so that didn't take too long. Maybe I shouldn't eavesdrop on them in the future.
Bagels, huh? I'll have to put that on the shopping list. Maybe I'll go shopping this Saturday.
Once I open my locker, I take off my jacket and place it in my locker, then begin to unzip my backpack only to see both bills from last night in there.
Shoot, that's right. I still gotta have to take care of those. Today after the club, then.
After thinking about the club for a little bit, start feeling excitement over the fact that I'll get to spend time with my friend again. We'll get to read together. Today's gonna be a good day. I can already tell.
I'm not gonna let the dream I had ruin today. Oh, I still need to talk to Natsuki when the club starts about yesterday.
After grabbing what I need for my first class, put my backpack away, close my locker, and await what's ahead of me today. Classes have gone rather well today. May have spaced out a time or 2 or 5, but that usually happens. I'm just now walking out the door of my Earth Science class. It's about lunchtime. Books in hand, I'm making my way towards my locker to put everything away for lunchtime.
Alright, I think I know how I want to go about this. Yuri said it's fine if I eat with her in the classroom today. Wait. Dang it, I don't know what classroom should eat in. There's so many in this building.
I can feel the frustration over not getting that critical info from her.
God dang it, looks like I'm eating in the hallway again. Freaking great.
Once I approach my locker, I open it up and place my books I have inside, but end up staring blankly at them for a few seconds.
Alright, hang on, it won't be so bad. I may not get to eat with Yuri, but it'll be alright. I'll just eat on the hallway today. Nobody's gonna bother me out there. Besides, I'll be seeing Yuri in the club anyway.
Get out of the way, shithead!
Huh? Ow. Boo-boos.
And there I am, down on my knees on the ground. Wallace pushed me out of the way. But that resulted in the right side of my head slamming into the edge of my locker door.
Ouch.
After standing back up and taking a second or 2 to recover, I look around to see people walking about, but not paying attention to what just happened. I can feel stinging around my right cheekbone.
God dang it, man.
Place my hand around the affected area and feel something uncomfortably wet. It's a big meme. Big meme. And pull my hand away from my face, which is still stinging, to see blood on 3 of my fingers.
You're f***ing kidding, bro.
I don't have anything to stop the bleeding, so I'm resorting to keeping my right hand over where I got hurt and begin making my way to the nurse's office. I'm visibly frustrated as I continue walking to the nurse's office.
Just freaking amazing. Losing valuable lunchtime over this. Pay too many money, the nurse is probably gone for lunch too. Ooh, she'd better not, or I'll...
Not really paying attention to my surroundings, I turn the corner into the hallway where the nurse's office is, and manage to look upwards and realize I'm about to walk right into someone.
Wah!
After reeling back at the possible disaster, I realize that it's Yuri in front of me. Oh, Zera.
Does she see me like this?
I instinctively place my hand back on my face. Zera, are you okay? I look at her for a second, but can't feel the ability to respond back to her. Instead, I look away and try to walk away from her, but she moves over to the right so that she can get a closer look at the damage done. I'm effectively stopped in my tracks. That's when I feel her take a hold of my right hand and slowly pull it away from my face. This feeling of being exposed is rather uncomfortable. She lets out a light gasp as she sees what's been done, all while not letting go of me. Oh, this doesn't look good. It's when I carefully yank my hand away from Yuri's and place mine back on my face.
I'm sorry you had to see that. I was on my way to the nurse's office to get this taken care of.
With that, I try to start walking to the nurse's office again until Yuri calls out to me. Zera, wait. As frustrated as I am with how today is going, it wouldn't be very fair of me to make Yuri feel the same as I am. Turning around to see what she has to say, I make sure to keep my tone of voice in check.
What?
That's when she reaches into her bag. I'm noticing for the first time to pull out a tissue and gives it to me without a word. I carefully take it from her, knowing exactly what to do. Placing the tissue on my face and attempting to clean myself up, I glance over to Yuri, her face rather full of concern. Zera, I think I know what to do.
What do you mean?
She scans the hallway, probably for anyone who's decided to stop and see what's going on. Okay. Follow me, Zera.
Yuri? Where are we going?
To the classroom I told you about yesterday. There you go, Via. She starts walking the opposite way I was intending to go, and proceeds to pat my right arm while heading towards the classroom. I'm guessing that's her nonverbal way of saying, come on, let's go. During our walk to the classroom I can't help but think.
Dang, this girl is my saving grace right now.
The majority of general anger towards today has been replaced with relief, knowing that I'll be able to share lunchtime with my friend after all.
Yeah, this works out really well. I won't get to see Wallace again, and I won't have anybody barraging me with questions about my injury. Wait a moment. I didn't get anything from the lunchroom, and I didn't see Yuri carrying anything that looks like it came from the lunchroom except the bag. I think I should ask Yuri what she has in mind when we get there. I don't want to starve to death today.
Once we arrive at the classroom, she opens the door and ushers me to enter first. I thought the saying was ladies first, but I bet she's being considerate because I only have one free arm right now. So I'm reading the narration. His active thoughts and dialogue are being read by Zera. I know that might be confusing. That's nice of her. After walking in and hearing the door close, I realized that this was the classroom I just left before the whole incident happened. What a coincidence.
So what's the plan, Yuri?
She walks over to where the closet is, takes a seat on the floor, her back parallel with the wall, and sets her bag on the floor close to her. Here, come sit down next to me.
That doesn't really answer my question. What are we going to do about hungry food time?
Without saying anything, I comply with her request and sit down to her left. The moment I begin thinking of questions to ask her, she reaches into her bag and pulls out 2 more tissues, a small bottle of rubbing alcohol, and starts opening it.
Does she always carry that around with her? What does she plan on doing?
How are you feeling, Zera? Does it still hurt?
Huh. Now that you mention it, it doesn't hurt as bad as it used to.
Yuri exhales as she takes one tissue and places it on top of the other. Folding them up into a smaller, thicker square, she applies a little bit of rubbing alcohol. That's good. Please, let me take a closer look.
Wait a minute. Is she gonna do what I think she's going to do? This is looking just like my mom, when Mom used to take care of me whenever I got hurt. I don't remember what Mom used every time, but I remember it stinging pretty bad.
So I'm actually going to interject here because we spent a lot of time on this scene. When I played the demo, I noticed some issues where, at least for me personally, I had trouble assessing some of the things that happened. And I remember us probably spending almost an entire evening of a writing session working on making this scene work. And I remember hitting this spot in the dialogue and just sitting there going, okay, I was waiting for that to be acknowledged because this is not going to feel good. I reluctantly remove the tissue from my face so that Yuri can do her magic. Looks like it's cleaned up considerably. I'm sorry in advance if this hurts. I don't respond back. Just close my eyes and wait for the inevitable stinging sensation to infiltrate my face.
Come on, it's been 3 seconds now. I just want this to be...
I inhale a little strongly and close my eyes a little tighter in response to the prepared yet also unexpected stinging I predicted.
God, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Just hang on. It'll be over soon. Just hang in there.
I exhaled a moment all unpleasant sensations have stopped. I relax my eyes and open them. Once my eyesight returns to normal, I look around to see Yuri messing around trying to get a bandage out of its wrapper. I'll hold still for a bit. Once she has overcome that obstacle, she carefully approaches me again and applies the bandage over the now presumably cleaner area. She reels back and begins cleaning up all the garbage items around her. Afternoon, Nick. Take my right hand and feel where the bandage was applied.
Yep, that's on there pretty well. That's not always easy to do, right? Ouch. Wonder if this was her first attempt at this. Hey.
Once she finishes placing all the garbage in her bag for whatever reason, she looks over to me.
Thanks for the help. That's very nice of you, but how come you wanted to help so bad? The nurse probably would have done the same thing.
Well, we're friends, are we not? Aren't friends supposed to help each other? I was too forward with all this, wasn't I? I don't usually act like that.
No. No need to worry. I'm glad you decided to help.
I'm sorry, Zera. I feel like I don't quite know everything about being a dedicated friend.
It's okay, Yuri. Something like this can be hard to figure out, but it seems like you're getting the hang of it. Thanks again for helping, by the way. I feel like I owe you one now.
Oh, it's the least I can do. I guess it just felt like the right thing to do, so I trusted my instincts. If I may ask, what caused all this to happen?
I kinda don't want to talk about it, but remember that Wallace guy I told you about yesterday?
Yes, but I can't put a face to a name.
Remember what I said yesterday about him picking on various people?
No. You don't mean...
Yes, and I have no clue why.
The nerve of him. My eyes widen a little bit at her sudden outburst. Nobody deserves to be treated as such, especially someone as special as my friend.
I'm just gonna assume she doesn't need special needs. I'm glad you care, Yuri. At least someone in this building does. Why do people have to act the way they do? Why can't people care more sometimes? There are times when I wish I was invisible so that nobody would bother me. Nobody would have a reason to inflict pain on everyone. Nobody would have a reason to throw words like creep and stupid around. There wouldn't be any inappropriate insinuation of who likes who. A lot more people could live their lives more comfortably.
Zera, stop it! And that's when she reaches to place her hand on my shoulder with a look of concern. Please, don't think you're the cause of all this. We all have a little devil inside of us. Some just let them show by how they act or speak. She takes a second or two to take a breather, while her grip on my shoulder remained consistent. Both you and I may be different from others, but our existence alone is not the reason why they act the way they do. I know what it's like to want to disappear. I know what it's like to get laughed at for simply being yourself. Her grip tightens a little bit, and it pains me to hear about such things happening to you. Just know You're not alone. I may not know what else to say other than I value our friendship greatly. And I wouldn't like it very much if you vanished. Yuri looks away from me, visibly flustered. I didn't expect for this girl to make a smirk appear on my face, but here we are. I think she's a keeper. Take my free arm and place it on her shoulder.
Thanks for making me feel better. I knew I'd like being friends with you.
She can't hide her smile as this impromptu hug lasts for a few seconds.
Hey, that reminds me. What are we going to do about lunchtime? We only have 25 minutes left until it's over.
Her eyes light up as she realizes the time restraints we now have. Oh, you're right. When we release from each other, she... Did her pose change mid-text box?
Yeah, it did.
I would also like to know how that happened. Anyway,
Okay.
When we release from each other, she pulls her bag towards her, reaches inside, and pulls out a bento box. I see quite a few of those in the lunchroom whenever I decide to eat in there, but I wouldn't expect Yuri to bring one. Wonder if she does this every day. She turns around to face me and opens it up. Inside is grilled whitefish, white rice, zucchini, and some kind of white fruit I've never seen in my life. This is the part that we really spent a lot of time on.
This is, yeah.
Because for whatever reason, I didn't register what was happening, so they almost look like eyeballs, but dear lord, everything else smells amazing. Everything that I recognize in there is something that I enjoy. That's one thing I'm glad my parents got me into, trying all different foods as a kid. While I'm admiring the look and scent of what's in front of me, Yuri places the bento box down. Reaching into her bag again, she pulls out 2 pairs of chopsticks and hands me one of the pairs. Looks like both sets are made of plastic, which is good because bamboo irritates my lips. Wonder if that's the cause with her. Also, the amount of stuff in there makes me think that her bag is a replica of that one blue robot cat's 4th dimensional secret gadget pocket.
Little blue robot cat, Doraemon, very popular in Japan.
Gotcha.
Oh, thanks, Yuri. I left my set in my locker.
I didn't think my extra pair of chopsticks would come in handy so soon. A dumb smile appears on my face.
God, she's so silly. It's pretty likable. By the way, did you make this yourself?
Oh. Yes, I did.
I'm amazed. Is cooking another one of your hobbies?
Well, I don't know if I would consider it a hobby. It's something my mother showed me how to do every now and then.
Man, this girl's good at everything. Neat. Let's enjoy. We don't have much time left.
She smiles eagerly at me, like she's been waiting for this moment for a while. Agreed. Taking a hold of my pair of chopsticks, I grab a piece of the whitefish and devour it.
Holy mother balls. I still don't know why I made him say that.
Love
This
it.
is too good! There's no way she made this. I mean, you can't make fish, but... Words.
I'm glad that Yuri brought me over here for this. I look over to her to see her enjoying what she made as well.
She looks so content, so happy, and so pretty. Maybe I shouldn't stare at her. Oh, I know!
I clear my throat before speaking to her.
Hey, Yuri.
Once I see that I've grabbed her attention, I use my chopsticks to point to the white fruit that I still don't know what it's called.
What are those supposed to be?
Oh, those? Those are lychee fruit. I'm guessing you've never had them before?
No, I have not.
Yuri grabs her chopsticks, snatching up one of the fruits. Meanwhile, I stare at the bento again, nearly drooling, admiring what she made for today.
Since she's eating hers, maybe she'll save the other one for me? I'll grab one when I feel up to it. It's been so long since Mom made zucchini.
So this was the part that I didn't entirely understand. Like, for me, it was not readily obvious. I think you added this sound, like sound effect from him, and how I forget exactly how we changed this to make it better.
We made her zoom in, and we threw a vignette around there to like make his eyesight more focused.
Right. Time comes to a screeching halt.
Did she just?
As I am frozen in this moment, my sense of sight overpowers my sense of taste as I look over to see Yuri, looking away, red in the face, gripping her hair again.
Don't worry, I wasn't expecting it either. I don't have to hurt the taste.
That was added too, I think.
No, those lines have always been there.
Okay. Once I'm out of my short stupor, I take a few bites and am pleased by how well this tastes. Texture is definitely different from everything else I've had in my life, but these are nice and sweet. I can definitely see myself enjoying these again in the future. In fact, I look over to Yuri again, whose face hasn't changed one bit. I can't believe I did that.
Relax. I really like them. I want another one.
I scooch a little bit closer to her to grab another lychee fruit out of the 3 remaining and happily enjoy it. Yeah, it's just Zera's muffled dialogue. You probably think I'm even more weird now.
Nah, you're being likable, not weird.
I knew you'd say.
You're really fun to be around. I even told you that yesterday.
Fun. She looks away, blushing for probably the 13th time I've seen her do so in my life.
Now, you know I gotta get back at you somehow, right?
What?
Maybe I shouldn't have worded it that way. I think I worried her.
What do you mean?
Relax, Yuri. I don't mean anything bad by that. Okay. We should probably hurry up, though.
Okay. Don't make me worry like that. My right hand scratches the back of my head for the first time today.
Right. My bad.
We continue enjoying our meal until no grain of rice is left uneaten. Once we've finished up, Yuri takes the now empty bento and places it back into her bag along with her pair of chopsticks. Since Yuri let me borrow her second pair of chopsticks, it only seems right if I return them to her. I reach over to her to poke her left shoulder and hand her my pair.
Hey Yuri, you can have these back now.
She looks back at me, not sure what to think. Oh, you can hold on to them, if you'd like. That is.
I mean, thanks, but I'm afraid I'll end up losing them, and that'd make me feel bad if I did that. Besides, I have my own pair I can bring if we decide to do this again. These are yours anyways.
I really like the poem game music here, by the way. I think it's
I
really
only
cool.
put this music in because Summer Hope did the same exact thing.
Oh. Well, okay, Zera. I'll trust your judgment. She takes the pair from me and also places them in her bag. Oh, by the way, Frick, once I get done here today, I will probably be getting some work done. On getting some recording done, so be on the lookout for that. You'll probably be in bed, but... Then, she grabs her bag and we both get up from the floor. We both leave the classroom and begin making our way to my locker. Thankfully, the hallway is rather empty. We probably have about 1 minute or so of silence before students start flooding the hallways, trying to get to wherever they need to be. Once me and Yuri approach my locker, she taps on my shoulder to get my attention. Fuck me!
Okay. That was funnier than it needed to be.
She is just a little bit taller than he is.
Never mind, I'm not going to finish that.
You want Yuri to step on you, don't you, Zera?
That's not one of my whatever you call it. It really isn't. It really isn't.
That's okay. I know all those.
I mean, she gets special privilege, but I mean, what?
What? Hey, Zera.
Yeah.
She looks relieved. Why? Fucking Christ. Oh, probably gonna be break time coming up soon. Thank you for earlier. This was very enjoyable for me.
She's the one who patched me up. She's the one who shared her lunch with me and introduced me to something new. I'm the one who should be thanking her. You know what? Why not?
Without a warning, I approach her and wrap my arms around her. She doesn't initially respond.
No, Yuri. Thank you for turning today around for me. You're a lifesaver. Let's do this again sometime.
My day is far from complete, Frick, but está cerca. It's getting there. As I'm up close, I end up smelling a hint of lavender? Must be her hair or perfume, something. Either way, it adds to this moment. It kind of reminds me of that one song, something about in the arms of an angel, except nowhere near as stark.
She isn't hugging back.
I end up releasing from her to see that her face has been destroyed by Pink, but I can't help the slow creeping feeling of disappointment inside me. I'll see you at the club. With that, she runs off to wherever her locker is.
Maybe I overdid it again. I guess I'll see her again later today.
Classes are over for the day, and it's time to make my way to the club. I'm looking forward to what's in store for today. Walking out of class and towards my locker, I can't help but think about the lesson that was taught in my general English class today. General is a term that's used in this school for special education classes. At least there isn't a whole section of our school dedicated to general classes. That would be kind of weird. Once I'm at my locker, I open it up, quickly stuff everything in my backpack, take my jacket and backpack out, and close my locker to avoid any further incidents. On my way to the club, my mind still lingers on what I couldn't understand in English class today.
I think Monica might be able to help. She's pretty smart, and I haven't really spoken with her much. Yeah, I'll do that.
Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and ring those bells. That's all I have for today. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye, everyone.